Yeah.
The city of Philadelphia is one of rich history and passion, and you can always count on the ladder when you step inside Lincoln Financial Field. Ahead, we'll decide the second entrant to next week's NFC title game as we've got a great one in store between the Washington Commanders and the Philadelphia Eagles. Who will punch the fourth and final ticket to the conference championship round? We'll know soon enough as we are underway here on a January afternoon. And we will not get a run back here to start. It's a touchback, and it will come out to the 25.
Hey, check that, street.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Second down. Here's Willis. He's got the hook up here to Deshaun Jackson. Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
Willis. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Cameron Curl, and he will bring this one back. An interception return for a Commanders touchdown. So a big defensive play there on the opening drive, no less, as they make the interception and bring it back for the score.
And I think that's a signal for how this defense wants to play. They want to be disruptive, and you know they're going to take some chances.
Well, sometimes it can burn you, but right there, it paid off. Joey Sly on for the extra point. The kick is good, and the Commanders out to a 7-0 lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
Check mash.
They begin with a run by Barkley. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
With his size, it often takes more than one guy to get him down, but if you can at least slow him up and the reinforcements arrive, you have a chance to get him on the ground, and that they did, that time for a loss.
Three.
on 2nd and 12. Willis. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Willis with another keeper. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down. And this, it's certainly something to watch out for. He is not afraid to call his own number on plays like that. And here he takes it for good yardage.
And we know this defense prepared all week for this, but sometimes when you see it in person, it's a whole different ball game. And all that preparation, it goes right out the window.
To the air on 1st down. Here's Willis. He gets it complete to Jackson. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. He got 29 yards that time.
I tell you what, it looks like he's shaking off that pick 6 just fine. It's not just defensive backs that have to have short memories. Quarterbacks utilize that as well. A much more confident throw right there.
A 1st down carry for Barkley. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. Bringing him down there, Jonathan Allen. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. 2nd down throw coming by Willis. Oh, ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. He's at the 30. 10. And he will bring this one back. It is a pick 6 for a Washington touchdown. Well, CD, we have seen it many times throughout the course of the season. This defense coming up large and snagging a big takeaway. But here they get not just the takeaway, 6 points as well.
And you just knew that for this team to advance, it had to get a big performance from this unit. And to this point, they've delivered.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath, first do no harm. And right now they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Again, it's Barkley. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he's able to get the 1st before he's taken down at the 36. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now they'll look to Willis to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Willis back to the air on 2nd and 10. And this is caught by Watkins. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Ready?
Third down, it's Willis. Again, that's Watkins. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Right there.
First down. First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And he swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down. Well, for that being an option play, there really weren't too many options available for him, were there?
No, there weren't, and at least he was able to get back to the line of scrimmage, so he didn't lose anything, but you're exactly right. Nowhere to go.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He finds his man complete. That's Watkins. He's got room at the 30. Touchdown, Philadelphia! Charles, that's a pretty good response from a rookie quarterback. He's had his struggles in this game, including the interception on the last drive, but there he takes him down the field and puts it in the end zone.
I agree with everything you just said right there, and there's a silver lining to all of this, his resiliency, because let's face it, when things are going bad and you're a youngster, they often continue to go bad. But in his mind and his actions, he said, this stops right here. And how about the positive play he just turned in?
Elliott good on the extra point, and that'll make our score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Here's Gibson to start the drive. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down with a nice little gain. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They'll go again with Gibson. Nowhere to go that time. Might have gotten a yard up to the 25. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
Commanders 14, Eagles 7.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. A play fake, now Fields to throw. Toward the sideline, he will have the first down. Good catch. He was able to keep the feet in bounds. Of course, he's coming off that monster game in their wild card victory, but that's his first catch here in the divisional round. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Fields. And that's caught inside the 35. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
We saw these guys have some big plays in their wild card win last week, and they're certainly going to need to continue to put up plays like we just saw there if they hope to continue to move on in these playoffs.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Now Fields. Over the middle, he gets it to Gibson. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. Snap will come from the 31 on 2nd and 7. Again, Fields. Back to Gibson and another catch for it. And he's down into the red zone at the 15 after a gain of 15. 1st and 10.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. He's got it. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
Going right back to Dotson. Touchdown, Washington. Jahan Dotson, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Commanders have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. The PAT up and good, but hold on a second. There is a flag. So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now Willis on 1st and 10. That's caught by Jackson. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 29-yard line.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Willis. Open man, that's Devontae Smith. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. Well, that's good for a 1st down. There's a guy who went over 1,000 yards receiving in the regular season, and now he's got his first catch of the playoffs.
Here we go, check. Check, hurt. 70 Timberwolves.
Barkley, inside handoff. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Line of scrimmage, the 43 on 2nd and 4.
18 Cardinals, 18 Cardinals. Hey, smash Broncos.
A handoff to Barkley on the option. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards. And it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more.
But that's all about doing the dirty work right there defensively. 2nd and short yardage, that's all about plugging those gaps, not giving a running back a crease to run through. And that's a nice job to hold him just a couple and force the 3rd down.
And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll go to Barkley again. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Now they'll look to Willis to pass it here. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 23. They give them 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
Here we go.
First and 10, it's Willis. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. William Jackson with a pick. And the Commanders are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, 1st and 10. But now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Oh, I saw this one with defensive eyes because even as he escaped the pocket and bought time, the coverage stayed tight. Nothing broke down. Throwing it away, that was his only option.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
This is caught by his tight end, Logan Thomas. And he's going to have a Commanders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Fields on first down. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Now the Commanders going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down. One play action. Fields. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
There's a lot about that play you could easily see coming. Backed up in the shadow of their own goal line, you know they're going to face pressure.
He's lucky his arm was going forward. It was close, but it was going forward.
Yeah, it could have been a safety or even given up a defensive touchdown.
And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. Here's Jackson to return. And when it's said and done, it's a 58-yard punt. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Well, not much time remains here in this first half. We'll see if they can get something out of this drive, at least a field goal. They could certainly use it down by 2 scores. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. 2nd down, Willis looks to throw here. Quick slant here to Smith. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime.
Even against double coverage, he found enough of an opening for a noticeable gain. 2 guys on him, yet he finds a way to uncover downfield for the completion.
6 DBs on the field for Washington on 3rd down. Now Willis on 3rd down. He's going to look deep for Watkins. This is caught at the 20. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. On 1st down, Willis. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Deshaun Jackson with career touchdown number 75. And the Eagles are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the 1st half. Elliott now to add the extra point. And it's no good. Oh, he misses the extra point, and our score stays right where it is. So not much time to speak of remaining in this 1st half as the kick's away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these 2 teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation, either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Now a signal and a timeout call as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this 1st half of play. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Gibson here running out of the gun. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC Divisional Round matchup as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. 2nd half action back underway. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they've been the better of the 2 teams through 2 quarters of play, much to the chagrin of this home crowd.
Yeah, this score is a surprise to a lot of folks at home, although not to my dad. He predicted the visitors would win. And maybe to the folks in the stadium. But you know who is not a surprise to, partner? This team with the football. They were very confident coming in.
Play action. It's Fields. Looking left side and completing it to Thomas. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a 1st down.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the 1st down.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
That was a nice job defensively of disguising their coverage and making it difficult for the quarterback to lock in on a receiver, and it results in an incomplete pass.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Straight ahead, Gibson. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Off play action, Fields. Able to connect with Dotson. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A gain of 26 on the 3rd down conversion.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the 3rd downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the 3rd quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team.
Touchdown! Antonio Gibson, 35 yards. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They make their 2nd half debut here. Things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side. So now it's a 2-score game here. Got to be careful.
They certainly do, and I'm just wondering at halftime if those guys just looked into each other's eyes and realize what they've got to get done and come out a little bit more charged up, because if they don't get some kind of points here, the next drive, that could make this a 3-possession game.
And he'll take this one up to about the 23. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. On 3rd down, Barkley. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll run it again with Barkley. And he's got some space here. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. 56 yards rushing for him in the ball game now on 14 carries.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Check contact, check contact. Back to 50. Right there,
Up the middle with Barkley. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. He'll hit Watkins on the crossing route. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 22 yards there, a first down. So, Charles, you look at this offense, you think about it, you got a rookie quarterback at the helm. You're in the divisional round of the playoffs here. That head of his just has to be spinning, doesn't it?
Well, normally you'd have to say yes, but I do think that the way things went last week, how he played the wild card win, how sensational he was, that'll stop his head from spinning. And now he's in a situation that's getting towards uncharted territory because you've got Joe Flacco, Mark Sanchez, the only 2 rookies to win 2 playoff games in 1 year. He's trying to join that company, but it's not going to be easy to get it done.
From the 22, Willis. Pass to Brown. He's got it on the crossing route. And he's going to have a gain of 11 to the 11 before he's brought down. 1st and 10. Here's a give to Barkley. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And no signal yet. I don't think he got in. He didn't. They'll mark him at the 1. 2nd down and goal. Willis. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. A.J. Brown from a yard out. And the Eagles have got it back to within a score. There was a lot of zip on that pass, and baseball might have called that a frozen rope.
I like it when you bring the diamond into the game. I'm going back to the gridiron. Had some heat on that bad boy. Sometimes you throw a touchdown pass, and sometimes
you throw, what, a touchdown strike?
There you go. That's my man, in concert.
Elliott good with a PAT, and that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Well, they've got the lead here getting late into the 3rd quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that. But the rushing game, almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Fields. And that'll be complete to the running back, Gibson. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. From the 50, here's Fields. This one left side caught by Gibson. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. 1 quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Throwing again on 2nd down. Fields looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Gibson. And he has another 1st down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 32-yard line. To throw is Fields. And that's incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Back to throw. Fields. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. No surprise there. Chase Young wrecks that play with a sack.
Yeah, some real defensive resistance there. Saying not so fast to a good drive, then march to the end zone the last time out.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and forever. He's going to let this one go deep. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Marquise Bell. And the Eagles are right back in this football game. A critical error there in a tight game.
is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the fourth quarter. Turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the fourth quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 93 yards on the ground for him now as he's gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
Muscle damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
A first down run, not going to get him a whole lot. Maybe a yard. Yeah, it looks like just 1 yard there, so that'll bring up 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley.
But you know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. An extra man in the secondary for Washington on 3rd down. Option play, Willis looking to run. Oh, no, he lost the football. And it's Washington that scoops it up. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. That was all great until the final act, able to scramble, get the first, but he couldn't hang on to the football.
And as a former defender, I can tell you that when a quarterback scrambles and picks up a first down on 3rd down, that's usually demoralizing for a defense. But when he coughs it up in doing so, elation results after that.
A new lease on life, so to speak.
No doubt.
He's got a man, complete. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
You'd think defenses might be a little more prepared for plays like this because so many offensive coordinators, when they get the ball after a turnover, they do like to dial up a deep ball right away. And if I were a defensive coordinator in this league, that's exactly what I would say to my defense before they run out to play. In this case, though, they didn't get the message, and a big play resulted.
19 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal.
And these guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the fourth quarter.
So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Going right back to Dotson. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal. Here's Fields. And it's caught. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. That's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
And Gibson looking for some kind of opening, but he has none. They rally up to stop him short of the marker. Defense keeps him out of the end zone there. Now, will they go for it? And if so, can they do it one more time?
Yeah, I just don't know if it's worth it going for it because what we've seen from the defense so far, every gap is taken care of. Everyone is sound in their coverage. No one is breaking free. And those ball carriers are getting tagged. If I were them, I'd think very hard about just taking 3 points and taking their dignity and moving on.
And the ball's at the 2, spotted at the 2, so a pretty good chunk to go. They'll go. It's Gibson. And he will take it in. Touchdown, Commanders. Antonio Gibson with his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Commanders are moving closer to a date now in the NFC Championship game as they're able to extend this 4th quarter lead. The extra point by Sly is up and good. And the lead now up to 14. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Okay, break.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And this could be the defining moment of their season, all hyperbole aside. You're trailing here in the fourth quarter, the divisional round. And they need to come up with something as they get this drive started. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
No, check. 60 average. 60 average.
Willis will look to throw on first down. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Jamin Davis. And the Commanders are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. A play fake, now Fields to throw. He's going to air one out. And this one is incomplete. So it's Commanders football as we get back to it. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. That one looks like he'll throw here. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tartt. Now with that interception, you feel like we got a ball game again. Remember, a 2-score contest and still time left here in the fourth.
And in the old days, not too long gone either. Throwing the ball here would have been an absolute no-no, but the way the game's played now, throwing it makes sense. You just have to be careful when you put it in the air.
Hot 70. Hot 70. Ready.
Willis to throw. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting. But I am excited about this. I know you are too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. Important extra point up and through. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
The Commanders take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Well, they can smell victory, partner. They can see it on the horizon, but certainly we're not done yet here. Defense still has 3 timeouts, and obviously this is a very slim lead they're holding on to.
And let's face it, the easiest way to get this done, challenge your ground game. Challenge your offensive line, your tight ends, your receivers, anyone who's going to lay down a block. Don't let there be penetration because they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and maybe bring extra people to the ball. If you can do that, make them burn their timeouts, run out the clock, life will be good. But if you really want to gamble a little bit, quick play action, quick throw, might be able to get it done. Just make sure it's not incomplete and stop the clock.
45 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Gibson again, and they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the fourth. You'd have to think likely another running play coming here, 2nd and 11. A give up the middle to Gibson. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds left to go in the game. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college, and how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. If you want a lesson on how to defeat an offensive tackle, that was pretty textbook.
Is that a clip and save? That's what's going to go around the league, and people are going to watch that and say, my goodness, that's how you do it? And I feel awful for the offensive tackle because we always talk about the athleticism of that guy who just beat him. Well, you have to be athletic to try and block that guy. Just in this case, the defense won.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. It's Nakobe Dean with a pick. And the Eagles force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. I'm surprised with the lead in a one-score game this late. They're even putting the ball in the air in that situation.
Almost makes me feel like the head coach might be second-guessing himself by not clicking on and saying, all we're doing is running it here. But give credit to the guys on defense. They made a play that they absolutely had to have to give themselves a chance to be in this game.
Throwing, Willis. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
Come on. 18 ready.
Here's Willis. Complete. Smith has it. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. 10 yards there and an Eagle first down. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
19 tight, 19 tight. 60 Bobcats, 60 Bobcats. 79 Broncos.
Now Willis. Goes right back to Smith again. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. And he did exactly what they needed him to do, Charles. Got out of bounds. They have no timeouts.
And they knew that before the play even began. Still executed it. How many times have we seen it happen where you know it, yet a guy's still looking for a timeout or trying to stay in bounds? He got it done.
And they're out of timeouts, remember, so this is going to have to be a delay. One final try here for Willis. And that's intercepted yet again, and that could be the backbreaker. Picked by Kendall Fuller, and the Commanders are going to hang on the final play. They get the turnover to seal this football game. And they have secured a spot in the conference championship.